Hey everybody, welcome back. Northernland plays Spelunky 2. I gotta tell ya, had a run on the NLSS yesterday as Alto. Against all odds. Like, you're going through the freaking hole. Let me run it by you. Had a jetpack, dropped the jetpack on the Olmec fight, trying to get through the door. So, like, just left 20 grand plus great maneuverability behind for no reason whatsoever. And then on top of that, still somehow found a way to get Excalibur, to get Kinni, to use Kinni to get through the laser grid, and then I died to the horizontal lasers. The easiest lasers on the laser grid before World 7. Pain. You know the famous Michael Jordan image of pain? That's what I felt. That's what I felt. But we have, we've had some better results in Spelunky 2 as of late. See you later. And I gotta say, like, first off, and what I should be saying, like, every time is, thank you for still watching Spelunky 2. It's not a credit to me, it's a credit to the, you know, replayability of this game. That there's still an audience for it. Every series has like a certain washout rate. People, you know, the more replayable a game is, the more people will, you know, watch more than 4 episodes of it. Spelunky 2 is just one of those like all-time greats. A little disappointed financially on this floor, but that's okay. Spelunky 2, just one of those all-time greats that, like, maybe not endlessly replayable, but like kind of endlessly replayable and thus a little bit more rewatchable. So thank you for sticking around as I try to figure this stuff out, you know? Thank you for sticking around as I try to figure this stuff out. I'm telling you, the lyrics, they just fit every time. They fit every time. Do I regret this? In some ways. But you gotta think, like, I would have been fine getting a ghost pot for a rope. So to get, like, I don't know, slightly less money than you would get from a ghost pot at the cost of 1 rope, but also not having to go through the risk that the ghost pot explodes in your face, seems like kind of a win to me, but it definitely also depends what's going on in our shop. If our shops are trash, then, you know, we probably feel slightly differently about the... Basically, we need to have resources in order to progress through the game. So a rope is nice. Like, if you get some money out of a rope, you're not like, oh, that sucks. But on the other hand, if you need a rope later on just to stay alive, you're like, you know what, I kind of feel bad about this now. Okay, so hold on. We take care of this bat. Almost went terribly wrong. And it's gonna be, we might need to use 2 bombs. I really, sorry, it's kind of early here. I hope that doesn't aggro the shopkeeper, and thankfully it didn't. This is an extremely cursed location for there to be the Ujadi, but we accept that as part of the cost of doing business in Spelunky. Strange, oh, we had temporarily a strange amount of gold. Now we have kind of a normal amount. 21,600. Definitely praise Baldy. Don't make me use a rope there. I swear to God. I swear to God. I would never have forgiven you. That's a great shop, honestly. We're gonna go broke on this shop, but it's a great shop. Cape and spike shoes. We don't have quite enough money for everything. The ropes are a little bit more important to me. The catch is, we might have enough money to get everything. No, it's not worth the... Because no matter where we broke that, as long as we didn't use a rope to, you know, change our prospects, it was gonna cause the ghost to pop out of the right side. We would have had such a hard time making it back there. Actually feel like we're doing pretty well here. 5 HP. Cape, which I just completely forgot that we had. I'll be honest with you on that one. We could use a rope to get another ghost pot. It depends whether we want to go black market or Volcana, you know? It always depends, but as soon as we go down here, we'll be making a decision that we will not be doing that. So, I think we will actually spend the rope. It's a good investment, right? Like, for 2,500, you get 3 ropes. You use 1 rope to get 5,000. That's a pretty... This is a sweet deal, right? We don't need that gold bar. Don't sweat the single gold bars. That being said, the ghost pot, I'm not sure if you've noticed, does come with a small amount of risk. Namely that you will make a mistake at some point and the whole system's gonna come crashing down on you. I do want to take care of this, just so we can also grab the turkeys. Now, we might not be able to actually get them to Yang. It depends. We really need Yang to be on, like, the bottom level here. But I had a feeling that was coming. You gotta give it a try, is just the way I was gonna finish that sentence. Sorry, Torquay. It's a great place for you, though. Okay, we got plenty of time. Already got the Ujat. We're gonna be sitting at, like, roughly 20 grand. Believe it or not, I actually think we should take the time to crush him. And then let me just see real quick. Yang? Is there a Yang? Ah, he's up. He's up. Up. I don't know, do we need a bomb? Yeah, it's a little spooky. I hate to say it. Like, I'll take a... But even then, like, there's not much reason to take a turkey with you. I know that sounds like why wouldn't there be a reason to? Well, because we're fighting Quillback, like, we'd have to leave it behind anyway. Or alternatively blow it up, but we're so, like, bomb poor. Even if we, and I expect we would, but even if we, kill Quillback with spike shoes, it's still gonna be tough to justify the use of a bomb to get 1 HP. As long as our HP is, like, not, you know, horrible. Or horrible, if you will. I mean, a lot of people are going to disagree with that. I don't think it's worth a bomb or a rope for Monty there. Little spicy for sure, a little spicy, but I stand by it. Skeleton key! I think he could have crushed it, right? I'm glad we got in there fast. It's not like the difference between life and death, but is pretty nice nonetheless. I mean, we only have 2 items, plus the cape, I suppose. So, I'm willing to spend here. I'm willing to get a little spendy. First things first, I'm the realist. We're doing I mean, I think this has been a pretty good run. I think we've been hit 1 time. And it was by a skeleton that we tried to jump on top of but failed. So, I mean, it's not the... It's close to the most amateurish way you could possibly take damage. But otherwise, a fairly successful dwelling. Spike shoes are important. Oh, that cold brew is too strong. Let's go. Sorry, I didn't mean to... Lin-Manuel post. My mistake. I hear Monty. Did my screen just shake, or am I entering a new realm? Am I entering a new realm? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. What I can tell you is I see that we got paste in our future. We don't need to worry about Children of the Forest early on here. Usually, what the heck happened on this shop, dude? Well, we don't want to buy anything because we already own the things that are for sale there. 1 bomb for paste is like, if we were to run a business show about the best trade deals in Spelunky history, you gotta consider 1 bomb for sticky bombs is like an unbelievable... I mean, there's a lot of value for both sides there. Maybe not so much for the spider because they get killed, but you gotta check. Like, do you think that, like, the monkeys in this game have, like, the biggest gulf between scary situation and completely, like, you know, not scary at all, completely harmless, is when I think about it, I'm like, man, if you're going over a pit and there's a monkey, I would rather see Olmec, honestly, and that's genuinely true. I would rather see Olmec. But if you get them on, like, flat ground, it's over. They got no chance. Alright, so making your money back, not a problem. But if we could get... Oh, just a little extra on top. Just a little extra on top. You ever think about, like I guess I'm operating under the assumption that, the lady who runs the Moon Challenge is running a business, you know? She might not be running a business. She might be, I don't know, maybe it's supplemented by, like, government subsidies or grants or something like that. But if she's running, like, a pure profit business, man, I mean, inside of here, she's got, like, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of value. She's selling access to it for only 10 grand. Like, how bad is the average Moon Challenge participant to allow that to maintain some degree of profitability? It doesn't make any sense. You can just walk over it? I mean, all I'm saying is that, like, if this worked like real economics right now, she would charge you 10 grand to get in there, and then, like, after you left, she would take 75 to 99.9% of what you actually mined out for yourself. Oh, I'm saying it. Hunger Games? No thanks. I'm still full. Okay, we want Monty, and we want the gold, and we got the time. That's the perfect storm here. But the boomerang man's a little touchy, as you can see. Things go wrong pretty easily. Once he is separated from his boomerang, you got nothing to worry about, though. It's a little spooky. It's a little spooky in there, but that's you know what? I think Monty, you should be good. Oh, but I'm gonna have to spend a rope to get back up. It's worth it to not have Monty die now that we have no choice. Previously, when we had a choice, I felt differently, but that's because things were different then. Once but never again. So that get go a little bubba. You know that? It's Weezer. Dan's favorite band. Which I don't mean as an own. I mean, if we're talking about my most listened to albums of all time, for real, both Blue Album and Pinkerton are up there. Staggering amount of listens throughout multiple phases of my life, from adolescence through to, you know, right now. But after Pinkerton, we don't really get into that. It's everybody's got the same take on that for the most part. I don't mean to, you know, preach to the converted. I apologize. If you like Weezer's cover of Toto's Africa, then, you know, my condolences. Just moving on here. Just moving on. We got a lot of money. We would expect the black market has a 50% chance to be on this floor and a 50% chance to be on the next floor. Just trying to see what we got available, because, like, the thing is, we don't really want to interface with the witch doctors, but we definitely do want to interface with Children of the Forest. You gotta do what you gotta do. If it costs us 2 bombs, it costs us 2 bombs. These guys have done too much damage to me for me to disrespect them by not giving them everything I got, you know? Okay, that was genuinely just a brain fart. There we go. Okay, you don't have a boomerang anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. A key. Well, there's a child of the forest just below us. Okay. Seems like a very gettable situation. We already have the skeleton key, though. It's one of the best things about the skeleton key. Oh my. For what? Is that you don't have to worry about all that rigmarole. You can just do what needs to be done here, right? We gotta take the bow with us. Do I need to spend a rope to do that? I hope I don't, but if I do, I apologize. We could always try to get... No, we got a vine. We could always try to get a crossbow or something later. I mean, it happens. Okay, skeleton key already paying very small but appreciable dividends. Okay, not super stoked to have gotten a teleporter there, but you know what? In the right hands, that's one of the most powerful weapons in the game, allegedly. I've never seen it done, but I've always, everybody's got like an urban legend. I was watching a streamer one night who had 4 viewers, and they used a teleporter to teleport inside of the game's source code. Okay, sure, yeah. And let me guess, the fish you caught was this big. Okay, I hate being here, but very fast reactions, and we did kill both witch doctors with a single bomb, which has got me, it's got me pogged. That hurt. Obviously, I need the bow back. Just take your time. So this is the child of the forest. The real question that I have is, like, where's the black market? I think this saves us a bomb, or saves us a rope later, so I'm gonna do it. I know it looked a little goofy, but, we're really spending a bomb to ensure access to these bombs, and then it seems like the black market is just to the right of us. We don't have a lot of money, actually. Not as much as I thought we would. Yeah, it's like right there. But if we play our cards properly, and it's a bit dangerous, but we should have time because we found the black market quite quickly. We can take this in, and I'd actually say, so right now we have 15 bombs, effectively, assuming we live to the Olmec fight. But if we don't live to the Olmec fight, I wouldn't concern yourself with how many bombs we have, because we'll be dead. We're gonna have about 70. Let's assume that, like, with the average extra money you'd get here, we got about 80,000, just sitting in the bank. So we got about 36 remaining. Ropes are important. I would say climbing gloves maybe more so. Spring shoes I consider pretty good, actually. We're looking... Okay, pitcher's mitt is like 50-50, but if we got nothing else to spend our money on, it's something. This is a terrible black market. I'm reviewing this black market. If I was on Love It or Listed, this is a heavy listed energy. I think I will buy at least 2 sets of ropes. Still leaves us with a lot of purchasing power. Definitely bombs. Nothing there. Climbing gloves are the big loss here. I would take spring shoes. At this point, I think you do take the pitcher's mitt. The glasses are 5? 3? Okay, I'll tell you what. For 3,000, let's add some glasses. And then I'm gonna be real with you. We got 8 bombs, which is actually 18 bombs, 11 ropes. You don't want anything there either. I think we try to buy the present. We're really hoping it's climbing gloves. We overpaid for 3 bombs, but there were no other bombs available, so I'm not, like, too sore about it. And then I might say, like, it's not an amazing buy necessarily, but let's get Monty. And I know you're gonna be like, don't leave the arrows behind. You're right, or the bow behind. You're absolutely correct. I would prefer not to. Much like Bartleby the Scrivener. No. Okay, we had to take the hit there because I didn't want to fall into the man trap. I was worried that the fall damage would take me into the man trap, or like the knockback, I should say, would take me into the man trap. So I stand by, in a huge way, my decision-making process there. I think that would have been awful if I had tried to run away, because running away, it's just panic. It doesn't actually do anything for you. I'm gonna buy the other ropes while we're here, because, like, why not? No climbing gloves is the huge loss here. I rely on those a lot in lieu of ropes. I guess the positive thing that I would say is that we have ropes, so we don't have to worry about it so much. And then I was gonna get the ghost pot, but then I'm like, who cares, dude? Alright, as of right now, I would classify this run as at least a mild success. We don't always get that, so I'd consider this a positive. What are we at here? This is a 20-minute video. Anytime you boot up Spelunky 2, first thing in the morning, you have a 20-minute video. You're feeling... That was a little scary, but you're feeling pretty good about things. Now just don't blow it. Slurp. If you slurp, I slurp. Just like this. Okay, there is a crate. Right there. Monty, I gotta tell you, brother, you're not gonna like this, but it's just not the right floor. It's just not the right floor for you. Okay, thank you for that. And then Waddler must be on the block. Take one of these. All right. Now we can focus. No climbers on Olmec is kind of a negative as well. You can use those to hang on, but again, with 16 ropes, like our bombs and ropes, if you consider those kind of like the meat and potatoes of a run, I would say we got a good amount of both meats and potatoes. Now, it might be a little controversial to some people. Depending on the meal, I might rather have more potatoes than more meat. From a flavor standpoint, not from a nutrition standpoint. Like, if we're talking... Would I rather have more chicken strips or more fries? I'd rather have more chicken strips, okay? By the time I finish the fries, I'm usually, like, kind of fried out. It depends on the... It depends on the place you order from, the place of business, but... Generally speaking... I mean, I don't know about you. Like, I know that in North America, our portion sizes are truly absurd. I wouldn't dispute that issue at all. But I'm always surprised that, like, at a fast food restaurant, the default order for chicken strips is, like, 3 strips. And then if you're, like, extra hungry, you get 5. I very rarely go for, like, the super size me. But I'm always getting the 5-piece. I mean, come on. 5 strips. 5 nuggets is like this Happy Meal size. But, okay, that was like an insanely good drop. Very impressed with myself, if I do say so. Now, we acknowledge, without a doubt, that, you know, when you play this like I play this, you do end up spending more bombs. I don't think anybody could disagree with that. And these are the kind of bombs that they do make a difference, you know? I think we can fit them in there. Especially, like, once you get up to Neo-Babylon. Okay, my mistake. Bit dangerous, that, but... Once you get up to Neo-Babylon, you want to have as many... bombs as possible, because every bomb is getting you out of a pickle. Come on, man. Come on, man. Crush him. Okay, well, we'll do it this way then, okay? I'm mad because I dropped you right into the lava, too. I didn't want to drop you into the lava. I wanted you to help make things easy here. No gloves. Remember, you got no gloves. So I hate spending 6 bombs when we probably could have done it for 4, but... And I also hate spending an extra rope, but that is like... Alright, speedrun. Oh, okay, if you're gonna speedrun, you gotta speedrun. I'm a touch embarrassed, but also at the same time, like, oh, dude, that moment, I don't know if it's easy to explain, but as it slowly dawns on you that you just threw away, you know, 20 minutes of hard work due to, like, a little... It wasn't even like a brain fart, it's just, like, impatience. Oh... It's a bad feeling, let's put it that way. It's a bad... It's like that feeling... I don't know if this happens anymore, but when your computer crashes and you haven't hit save in Microsoft Word for like 10 minutes, or 3 hours, for example. It's a little bit like that. What am I doing here? I don't think I want to be here. This is not a speed run. Letting the days go by. Gotta do Spelunky speed runs. Okay, so again, what do you need? I think it's an under 10-minute run. I kind of like the value add at the end of the episode. You know, the idea that if we do things exactly perfectly, you know, you'll know because the video will be a little longer. That was just not very well played. And if the video's a little shorter, you don't know, man. This could be the run. What the heck happened there? This could be the run where you get the speedrun record. We'll go to Volcana, which, to be honest with you, doesn't seem like that shrewd of an idea to me because I don't really like Volcana, and I tend to... I mean, I guess it's faster. Let's focus on the positives there. Volcana does tend to be a little quicker, I think. Okay, 3 HP. Finding early Monties. That's a Monty that's sadly just not on our critical path. Finding early Monties and taking them with us seems very positive. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say that was pretty impressive? I was pretty impressed with myself. Okay, almost very impressed when I fell into the lava. Do we have 10 grand? We do. But I don't think I can get up there to get the bomb box. That was fine. You used it to kill the bat. You used it to kill the bat to buy you some extra time. We will not be doing the moon challenge, but thank you for the offer. Always appreciate. Always got to say thank you for that. So this might strike you as a bad use of resources. I would honestly, in all likelihood, agree. Okay, we're gonna run one more speed run there because that one, I mean, I got crushed by a spike ball trap in 2 seconds. Okay. I'm just being honest. This is an achievement where if we don't get it as like a value add at the end of an episode where things went wrong, we're probably never going to get it. Or at least it's going to be a slog. Because I don't know about you, but like, you know, I watch other content creators play Spelunky. I don't really like watching them play the speedruns. And it's not an insult to them at all. A lot of people do enjoy it. But for me, I much prefer watching the, like the methodical, slow runs where they try to get to a place they've never been to before. And that's the way I prefer to play, believe it or not. Maybe calling my style of play methodical and slow-paced is a little absurd, but on the other hand, unless... No, there's no unless. Okay, I thought I could whip you out of the sky. In hindsight, pretty dumb. It's a very spooky floor here. Forgot what I was saying. Anyway, so the idea that I would do, like, you know, 3 weeks of videos all trying to get a speed run in is unlikely. The idea that, hey, if I had some trash runs that we could just fit in a speed run afterwards, or 2 or 3 or 4 depending on how things shake out, also serves the added benefit of having you not necessarily always know how long the video is, or where we make it on the video, just due to the length of it. You know, gets 2 birds stoned at once. I'm not a smart man. I would have thought that would have been apparent by now. From speedrun context, I do think that, you know, I mean, we're on a good pace here, or at least a reasonable pace. The jungle is probably not the way you would go, in general. It should be much slower than Volcana. I mean, at least 50% of Volcana is just empty space. Or should I say blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. Where we at, Taylor Swift stands? I know every T-Swift song. Isn't it? She likes Jesus. He rides a motorcycle. It's a love story. I remember before the heyday, maybe, of Taylor Swift. Before she was the most popular artist in the world and was instead just merely one of the most popular artists in the world. A couple came to teach at the school that I worked at in South Korea, and every time we went to karaoke, they sang Taylor Swift songs. But it was, excuse me? I thought maybe this was the black market. I still kind of think it might be, but it's not. That's where my Taylor Swift awareness comes from. It's a little slower. It's a little on the slower side. We freed Monty. I actually thought there was a 100% chance Monty would die. At the end of the day, he just paid for himself, but that's okay. Forget the Children of the Forest, dude. We don't have time for that. That's malarkey. You just posted malarkey, bro. You ever feel like sometimes like you're a stronger gamer when you go fast? Like that felt like a better play than I normally would do. You know what? We don't even have time to go to the top on this one. Just do this. That felt like better play than I would normally do. So this is a little minkus, but that's okay. How do you kill Olmec in record time? You don't. You just immediately go to the tide pool. That's right. Okay, keep it moving. I always think like you gotta drop him into the dirt. You don't have to drop him into the dirt. You can just run straight through to the tide pool, brother. Okay. I don't know. You know what? At least it's a throwable. Just get him out of here. A little spooky. Just keep it moving. Tide pool is like the least dangerous biome. We do have pace, dude. If we get a couple more bombs, we're maybe thinking ahead of ourselves, but if we get a couple more bombs, like we could kill Tiamat, and this one actually, like I wouldn't get your hopes up, but this one actually has like a reasonable chance. Under 10 minutes might be a little bit, because like my Tiamat skills are well documented to be garbage. Let's put it that way. Hello, where's the exit? I just want to go. I'll use a rope to save 3 seconds. This seems viable. Hey, what are we at time-wise, dude? 5 minutes? I mean, again, if it's a 10-minute run, we've actually got a little time. Go ahead, take it. But just leave after that, please. Like, have the audacity to leave after that. Okay, like, I get what's going on, but I just wanted the turkey, dude. The whole time I was there, all I was thinking about was that turkey. Come on, man. Leprechaun, I don't care, okay? Like, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. Frick off, dude! Thanks for the gold, dummy. No, skeleton. 4-3. Some lava. Okay, see you later. I'm like, what the heck comes after this? Ice caves, okay. We don't have what I would traditionally refer to as a classically good ice cave setup. In that we have no... I actually, that's one of the very few times I'll tell you, I felt like I got hit. But the collision worked out in my favor for once. So we go to the ice caves. I would say on the ice caves, you're kinda... I don't want to say stuck. But you pretty much have to go wet fur without the gloves. Now this should be interesting. One of the actual, no joke, smartest Spelunky 2 plays I've ever made. Yo, can I get the editors to put some Mario 2 sound or Mario Yoshi jumping sounds in there or Koopa jumping sound? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So look, I'm under duress right now. Just trying to make it happen. Best part of all that is how we died. Hey, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a fun run nonetheless, and I actually thought we were gonna make it work on the speed run. But for now, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time. See ya!